Good morning, Alabama. It is Tuesday the 23rd, July 23rd, 24th day on the PCT. Oh, there's a lake down there. Well, I ended up staying at the lake about a mile or two back. And I showed that in the video yesterday's. I had it all to myself. It was awesome. It's kind of windy well, it wasn't kind, it was real windy and gusts. So I didn't sleep good because they'd come in and kept rattling my tent, waking me up. Oh man, I'm getting ready to go uphill. So this morning I get up about 6, and last night there wasn't a cloud in the sky. And I got up at 6, took my fly off, it was bone dry of my tent, packed it up and ate some breakfast, and about 6:30 it starts raining. So of course my tent, the top of my tent without the fly is just all mesh. So everything's getting wet. But I mean, it was a minute to sprinkle. And then it stops and it starts hailing. I mean, it downpoured. I'm walking back up the trail before I have to go uphill. And it hailed for about 3 minutes, about pea size. So I grabbed all my crap and moved it under the trees. And so anyway, it made me late getting out of there. I got started about 8:30. And ankle did not swell up yesterday, so that's a great sign. But I only did 5 miles. But I'm still going to take it easy. I got it all taped up. Just passed a German guy. He flipped up to Oregon, and he's here now. And he said he was going to Leavenworth. So I gave him my opinion, and but he's going to get it during the week, so prices go down. And he was going to stay at this Evergreen. It's probably the only true like hotel, like a Holiday Inn type thing. And he thought he could get it for 100. I doubt that, but he can probably get it a lot less than 200. And he said he wanted to eat at the Munich House. And somebody recommended that to me. I wish I'd have gone there. I heard it's actually a German family that owns it, and it's probably the only real German food in that town. But anyway, yeah, so I start packing up. And then the sun comes out. And mosquitoes are out like crazy. And look at the sky. It is black. This Washington weather is, I thought the Smokies had some crazy weather. They can't hold a candle to Washington. It can rain, sunshine, hail in a matter of an hour. Then you look over here, trees blocking it, but it's blue skies. I guess it gets all that Pacific moisture rolls in here, and that's not good. That's thunder. So anyway, shit. I don't think Washington likes me. I can't catch a break in this state. It's supposed to be beautiful all week. Now it's thundering. But anyway, oh shit. I'm about to have a view. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna turn the camera around and catch these mountains for you. Peace. So there was home last night. Camped out kind of right in there. Pretty sweet, had it all to myself. Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? There's the lake that everybody was trying to get to yesterday. Hell, I must have gone 3 miles already. And wow, that's a pretty lake. And then there's some big old mountains in the background, but I don't know if they're going to show up. It's so dark. Well, it's hailing again. I don't know if you can see it. Shit. This is some crazy weather. So the last time I was talking with you, thundering and lightning, and it got worse. I'm at about 5,500 feet, just got to the top of the mountain. And I kind of outran the storm. It blew over me, and I was put it in R for race. Got up the mountain because it started lightning. And then it kind of, the thunder was past me. And then it starts hailing again. And it's not that cold. It's probably, I don't know, 52 degrees. I mean, even though I have this long sleeve shirt, it's just a dry fit, real thin shirt and shorts on, and I'm fine. But I guess it's cold up there. But yeah, I have some great, you're not gonna be able to see it on this view, but there's some awesome views on my left. I've already taken some pictures of it. But yeah, crazy. Now the sun's coming out. Wow. Never been in weather like this. One extreme to the other. Well, when that sun comes out, these woods are beautiful. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that. I'll take a picture. All right, see you, bye. Well, I survived the hailstorm and the thunderstorms. They passed over me, and I got to the top of this mountain, and it is just gorgeous. This trail has been really beautiful. And there's my reward for getting to the top. Pretty cool. Peace. Well, heading down the mountain now. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but you know, and I got to town Friday and took a shower and saw myself in the mirror. I could not believe how skinny I was, and I'm estimating I've lost 15 pounds, but what was weird was, I mean, I've been going to the gym for 3 years, hell, longer than that, for years. And of course, at age 49, you know, you don't build a lot of muscle mass, but I mean, I had some, you know, muscle tone. Well, that is all gone. My legs even, the biggest thing on my legs is my knee joints right now. They're bigger than my thighs and calves. But so definitely the hiker hunger has hit. Last night, you know, I showed you what I had for dinner. It's a north side. It's 2.5 servings of rice and beans, and plus I added a tuna pack. And at 5 o'clock, I ate 2 protein bars. Then I had dinner at 7. Well, I woke up at 12:30 and I was starving. So this morning, 6 o'clock or 6:30, I had 3 packets of oatmeal with granola that I got from the hotel. It was their own cereal. It was granola and flakes, cranberries, almonds, coconut. It's really good. But I got about a half a gallon bag full of that. And I probably had a cup of that in there. And I am at 9:30, I was starving. I've already had 2 bars, half my trail mix, and it's only 10 o'clock. So yep, the hiker hunger has hit. And I thought of this earlier too. That miserable day I had in the rain where I got a little hypothermic, and so I had stopped. I was going to try to eat lunch, and man, just everything was going wrong. And I set my backpack on the ground like I always do, and with that blue pad, it normally stands up by itself. It rolled down the freaking mountain about 20 yards. I had to climb down this mountain in the rain, bad ankle. I was doing some serious cussing. But that's all part of it. So now when I set my bag down, I'm aware of that. Make sure I don't set it on the downside of the trail. That pissed me off. But yeah, it's been spitting crazy weather. It started raining. Now look, blue skies. So I stopped, put my rain jacket on, or wind jacket. Now I'm burning up. I think on days like this, you're better off just not wearing anything, because it just spits for like 2 minutes and then it stops. You don't really get drenched. Because wearing a rain jacket or wind jacket, they're hot. So anyway, rambled enough. See you, bye. Well, it is about 1:30, and it just seems like I'm going nowhere fast today. The trail today, when I left the lake, I was at 4,200 feet, and you had to climb immediately to 55, I think, and it took you right back down to 4, then right back up to 5, then right back down to 4. So this is the third time I've climbed up to 5,000 feet. So it is slow going. And I've come across paths with probably 15 hikers heading north, and about half of them are dolphins. And so of course we stopped and talked for about 10 minutes because they want to know about the terrain they're about to hit, and I'm asking about the terrain I'm going to hit. So I probably wasted an hour, not wasted, but spent an hour talking to other hikers. Imagine that, Vanessa. Yeah, I just passed some, there's a lot of section hikers out here. A lot of people in Washington do these pass to pass hikes. You know, they're 70 to 100 mile between these passes. I just met a young couple doing that. And they were going to Leavenworth. So I had to give them my spill on that. They about shit when I told them the prices. But they'll be lower during the week and not as crowded. So, I'm still not at the top of this third one. But yeah, I'm probably not going to get many miles in the day because you just can't, going up and down like this is tough. I'm actually doing good ankle-wise. Haven't had much pain. But so much downhill, like I'm still gonna go slow till this damn thing's completely healed. Uphill, I'm okay. And these kind of mountains, the way the trail is, since they're smaller, I'm climbing, I'm out of breath. They're smaller climbs, they don't use switchbacks, so it's pretty much just straight up 1,000 feet or 1,500 feet down 1,500 feet. So it's hard to make any ground that way, or time. So anyway, I'm gotta finish this climb. I got a little view I'll show you. Well, actually, I'm climbing my fourth 5,500 foot mountain of the day. And well, looky what we got here. That mountain's so close I can touch it. Cool. Different angle. It's gonna head back back where I've been coming from. So I passed a or cross paths. Everybody's heading north with a middle-aged lady. She was hiking. Of course, we chatted up for 10 minutes, and she was doing the whole state of Washington. It's kind of windy. I'm gonna talk loud. And I've run into quite a few people doing that. You know, it'll take 4 to 6 weeks to do Washington, but anyway, I was telling her my sob story about Leavenworth and $800 and yada yada yada. And so I said, "Where are you from?" We get done talking. She goes, "Oh, I live in Leavenworth." She said it with a big grin on her face. Oh, then I just met a guy from Vancouver, Canada, and he's doing the whole state of Washington, and he needed some information about Stehegan because he was getting low on food, and so I had to give him the lowdown on that place. He's a pretty cool guy. He's doing the whole state, and then he said he had so much food, he left food everywhere, and he's going to ride his motorcycle back and pick it all up when he gets done. So, yeah, it's been an interesting day. I'm not making much progress, but hell, I'm in good spirits, and ankle's not hurting. But he just told me about a great campsite up here, but it's kind of early. He said it was a small lake, kind of like it was last night, and he says a big breeze is coming through and all the bugs are gone. Because it got hot after all that rain and hail. The sun's out and got hot. But every afternoon when the sun comes out, then the winds pick up. It feels awesome. These cool breezes off these high mountains feels great. It's actually a little humid today too, which is rare here. But so anyway, not sure how many miles I'm gonna do, and I don't really give a crap. It's been a great day. So I will chat with you later. Are you checking that background out? It's my view as I'm walking. Also that lady Lisa from Leavenworth told me I was talking about the trail. This is my 4th mountain to climb. She goes, I hate to tell you this, Jim, but she goes, you're going to be doing this for several days. So glad I packed extra food, because it's hard to get miles when you're up and down, up and down, up and down constantly. 1,500 feet chain elevation climb every couple hours. But when you get views like this, I don't care. That's why I came here. Woo! So when you're hiking along here in Washington, you cross a million of these little mountain runoff streams. This is where you get your water. Just filter it, scoop it up, and put it in your bag and filter it out. But man, these woods are just so gorgeous. Beautiful. Hell, I'm never gonna get out of Washington. All this talking and vlogging and talking to people. Maybe I should have just done the whole state. Hell, it might take me 2 months. Pace I'm going. But I'm loving it. That's all that counts. Well, it's about 3:30. Still not getting anywhere. Just talked to this little tiny girl, dark complected, dark hair. She was taking pictures of this beautiful scenery back there. She had this giant backpack. So I stopped and talked to her. I couldn't figure out, usually I'm real good at figuring out where people are from. So first I thought she was Indian, living in England or raised in England. And I thought maybe she was South African. So we chatted for quite a while. She was just the cutest little thing, sweet as could be. And so I asked her where she was from. She said Australia, and then it hit me. She was Aborigines. But just the cutest little thing. She said she's never hiked and done anything like this, and she's just doing a section from Snoqualmie Pass to Stevens. But that's 70 miles. And but she said she has to set her backpack up on a rock or something and back into it. She can't lift it up. Damn thing was bigger than she was. She was probably like 5 feet tall. Having to hold the camera, I'm going through some weeds. But anyway, yeah, this has been quite the day of meeting section hikers. jet. Wow, hear that? That's probably there must be a Air Force base in Washington, or maybe it's coming out of Alaska. That's probably the 4th jet I've heard flying over these mountains today. And they are loud when they come through. At night, sometimes you'll hear big passenger planes. I'm sure they're coming out of Vancouver, Canada, or Alaska, flying to Seattle, and you can hear them at night because they just echoes through these mountains. Oh, of course, I'm climbing again. 5th mountain climb today. But it's been a great day. I picked me a campsite 3.5 miles ahead. I've done 7 so far. And probably 2 hours of talking and talking in the camera. Whew. But anyway, it's about 3.5 miles away. The Glacier Peak Lake is up here, but I don't know. I heard it was real buggy. So I don't want to fool with the bugs and go down. And this is where the dude from Vancouver told me about. There's a trail going off here, but it's too early. It'll only give me 7 miles for the day. All right, I gotta put the phone up. Say bye. Well, I just talked to a young dolphin who was asking about the terrain. He said pretty much all the way to Snoqualmie, which is another 60 miles, pretty much like this, what we're doing, to up and downs, but he said from Snoqualmie to White's would be my next section. He said it is much easier. So maybe I can make some miles up, because I'm not going to on this stretch. Check that beautiful lake down there. Might go camp there. Nah. Well, last time I talked to you, I told you I was at the top of Mountain 5. Well, I was wrong. It went up farther. I'm still not at the top. I just looked on gut hooks, and actually this one's going up to 6,000 feet. So this will be the 5th mountain I've climbed today. Pretty tough day. I'm only going to get 10.5 miles, but hell, it's like hiking 15 today. It's a lot of climbing. Whew. Think I will sleep tonight. I still have 2.5 miles to go. I just checked. Decided to skip the lake, and a mile past it is another a 2-man tent site, and somebody had told me it's a really nice one, so I have not been passed by a PCT hiker today, so nobody will be there. So it should be good. Tell you, this is the day of lakes. I have passed probably 5 lakes. Still have another one coming up. Glacier Lake. But I just read gut hooks and it said really buggy. And you got a steep climb like that one to get to it. Climbing out of those in the morning are tough. You're not warmed up and they're kind of like straight up. So I'm gonna just take a regular campsite in the woods tonight. Whoa. Now I regret doing all that talking today. Because it's 4 o'clock. I probably could have done 12 miles today. Oh well. Oh, okay, I gotta put this up. It looks like it's gonna take us over a pass here. Because and on the right, whoop, right there is I think we're gonna cross over that pass. Because I don't see a trail anywhere else. So, all right, see you, bye. Well, I got over the pass. Whew, it was tough. And I'm on the other side, and I bet it's dropped 10, 12 degrees. And I've been in Washington long enough. When the clouds start filling in, it's gonna be raining. And they are just piling in these mountains. Damn it. Can't catch a break. Raining when I got up. And when I get to camp, it's probably gonna be raining. I gotta set up in the rain. There was actually a campsite on top of that mountain, one site. And I'd have stayed there, but there was no water. You would have had to carry water. But yeah, when you start seeing I don't know if the camera's picking up, the clouds start coming up from the mountain, it means rain's coming. Temperatures dropped, and I bet the barometric pressure has dropped like crazy. Washington is trying to kick my mental ass, but it's not going to win. I've already been through tougher. Look at those clouds just moving right up the mountain. Well, there's Glacier Lake. I'm actually going downhill now, but I'm not going to camp there. I'm not climbing all the way down there. I mean, I'm going downhill now, but there's a wooded campsite a little past that. That's where I'm heading. Well, I've officially hit the 200-mile point up the PCT. Who would have thought it? Especially 10 days with a gimp ankle. Wow. Only, 2,450 miles to go. Nothing, we got this.
Then
Ooh, just entered the eerie dark woods. This is where my campsite's gonna be, somewhere back in here. Sleeping with the bears and the tigers tonight. Man, my legs sure do feel today. Woo! Calves are barking, thighs are barking. I just want to get my tent up before it starts raining. That's all I care about. Don't want to be sleeping wet. Yeah, today, of course I hadn't made the video and you hadn't seen all the, it was a day of lakes and a day of beauty. I had tons of awesome scenery. Hell, I could probably make an hour video in a day, but I got to start shortening because it takes, the day 2 or 3 was a 30-minute video, and it took me 4.5 hours to upload that thing. That's ridiculous. If you keep them at under 15, they take about 45 minutes. But man, I had so much footage, maybe I can do a part 1 or 2. Make 2. Because there was some beautiful scenery today. All right, I'm gonna check and see how far I am from this campsite. And there's the dark old woods. And see how far I got to go. See you, bye.